Americans are using drums for signaling, just as the British do. They're also using music to keep the morale of the men up, get their spirits. This is liable to be a very difficult day. The British troops are there. We don't know what they're going to do yet. They're forming some kind of formation. We see them rearranging the troops, moving them around. What is it they're going to do? Colonel Stark's men way over.
So what's happening right now is the Americans are in their readout. The British are about to march up.
Material. Looks like they're trying to build up more
The Americans
this gap.
trying to get
They
together.
want to try to throw that up.
Trying to make more of a readout.
They're working hard over there. Can I get something done in time?
Oh, I can hear the...
It looks like the British are taking their time, but really it takes a lot of organization. You don't want to try to do it willy-nilly or slowly.
I'm getting squeezed too.
It has to be very, very coordinated.
You're squeezing me, man.
And Kansas succeeded against these earthworks on the hilltop.
You got more room than we do. I'll kneel down in a second.
The Americans are also trying to get organized. They have lots of
So the
troops
Americans
here.
are getting ready to
But
march.
they're
This
not
is
troops
the
that have worked
reenactment
together
of the Battle of Bunker Hill, and
Which
it's
troops should we put where? Who's
Which is
going to be
why
better at
this
defending the
huge
earthwork?
reenactment
Who's
is
going to be
happening
better
right now.
along the fences?
So stay tuned. Once the British start marching up,
Who's going to
shots are going to
stay
be
in the
fired.
face of a British assault? How do we keep the men from just running as soon as the British troops start to advance? Both sides have some men who have seen combat before in the French and Indian War. Both sides have men who have never been on a battlefield in their lives. Some with lots of military experience, some with barely any training at all.
Same positions as where you were before.
Over on the American left near the waterfront, looks like the Americans have managed to put together a strong defense. They've seen the danger of a flanking attack. Looks like they're a little more prepared for it now. But these British troops are professionals. They've been training in Boston for months now. Average soldier in their ranks has been in the Army for 5 to 10 years. These are men who know soldiering.
Everybody get into your files. There shouldn't be a third line. You had room this morning? We got more people. We killed it. You guys to the right.
The Americans.
Make a pull our guys that are in that wall.
We had our butts with the question yet. Punch too, but he's going to drill
The
us.
Americans are still convinced that an assault now. Crime and low.
I believe it.
Drum beating that goes with it, send a signal up and down the line. Crime and low, load those
Yeah, the
guns.
Hessians. Yeah, the Hessians had some.
You know, the British haven't come over here just to take a good look at us. They're going to be
The
getting
principality in that area
close.
owed the King of England money.
The Americans do
He
that.
rented out some of the soldiers as mercenaries.
Good job, huh?
Yeah. Well, they were like from poor German states. When they came over here, they're like, when they went to
That's back to the
Philadelphia,
British for him to be
they became more
fast
well-fed.
charge across that open ground and up the hill. Try to get all the way to the top of the hill before the Americans finish
Washington
the
crossed the
second
desert
shot.
and took
Look at that ground, there's an awful lot of obstructions there. If it were 1775, a lot of that would be
You got a lot of Germans on both
grass up
sides.
to the knees.
There's a gentleman named Friedrich
Can
Wilhelm
you
von
cross
Treves.
that field at a rapid pace?
He came and drilled Valley Forge.
Sounds like Gene Wilder. But anyways,
This is what our soldiers were like before he drilled them.
all right.
A little disorganized.
Say Gene Wilder. That's Frankenstein.
The Americans know that these smooth bore weapons are not particularly accurate. There are no rifles in the ranks on either side. They're all smooth bores.
Yep.
They're only effective if fired en masse and fired at close range. soldiers start shooting too soon, their fire will be completely ineffective. It looks like some of their experienced commanders have recognized this concern. They're putting out stakes. These must be markers of some sort. Don't fire until the enemy gets that close. You think these raw militiamen from all over New England have the discipline to wait until professional soldiers are that close before they even try to shoot back? That takes a lot of guts to stand there and wait for you to get that close.
Oh, they're getting ready. Oh, there's Kate.
British commanders lost to delay a little bit.
So on the field, that officer was Dr. Joseph Warren. He just ran onto the field, gave orders, and ran back. He actually just was on the field and then he ran back to the right side.
The British have cannons, they can't use them because they don't have the right ammunition for them.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, that's the British. The British are just ranking up. And we're finishing drilling our boys.
The British are in the British light infantry are going to move. Are they going to head for the hilltop? Are they going to try to go around the American flank? It looks like they're heading toward the flank now. They're advancing in a column. They're trying to stay tight. There's only a narrow passage around the American flank. And cheer to the American side as they
I think
try
Dr.
to
Joseph
keep
Warren
their
just joined
spirits
their
in
ranks.
the face of what's liable to be certain death for them. These are people
There he is!
who left their towns and farms to try to protect their own interests from what they see as now they're faced with professional soldiers.
Dr. Joseph Warren. He's leading the
Easy to
troops.
let out a spirited cheer when the enemy is still so far away. How will it be when they get close? The Americans have built a fence line all the way down their left flank. British still think there might be an opening way down on the left side near the water.
Dr. Warren, he's addressing the
They'll need to
soldiers.
form a narrow column to try to thread the.
They started.
Easy, lads! Now's the time for courage!
Don't worry, the fake bullets.
Black powder cartridges. British are in the harbor.
Down near the shoreline, the British have made some adjustments in their formations again. Artillery, they do have some of the right ammunition. They're firing at quite a long range. Firing spherical round shot, iron balls.
Give us a word, Colonel. We'll
They can strike the earthworks and batter at them. They can roll along the hill and take out men's legs and ankles as they roll along. Dangerous stuff, but it's challenging to fire up a hillside. You can see the black powder smoke wave through the crowd now. This is the same black powder that was used in 1775, the same type of ammunition, the same smell that the soldiers could smell at that time. You have it today. The commands you hear the soldiers calling out, these are all from drill manuals used during the time period. The Americans and the British are using more or less the same military discipline. These participants have gone through a lot of training to be able to handle these
That's a
weapons
cannon.
safely.
Yeah.
It's a cannon. That stinks. If you put two,
That's why they handle
two black powders
firearms
and
safely
they make
today
much
is
louder
used
noise.
to
He did that by accident.
in the 18th century. That's what all these participants have learned. Still small, it looks like the British artillery is getting ready for a few more rounds. Do you think they can advance those cannons as the troops advance and get fire at close range? Or will they leave the guns down by the shoreline and send no men infantry? What's their plan of attack going to be?
Good. You're good now.
Cannons in this era did not fire exploding ammunition, so you don't see any explosions of shells on the other side. Instead, it was a solid round shot. Still carried a tremendous amount of inertia, highly dangerous, but when it gets in the way of. Earlier today, an American man faced up
So again, this is live
casualty in the battle.
Bunker Hill, reenactment 250. Right now, the British are still getting together. What they're going to do is march on this hill toward the
The
American
Americans have a
Empire.
bit of an advantage because they
We're on
have an
standby
airport
for them to
protecting
march
and they have
for
the
fires to
elevation,
start.
so it's difficult for the British to land cannonballs this side. And yet, they're up with their own artillery.
They're loading. I can see them loading the cannon back there. Everyone's anxious to march.
Heavy artillery up into this fortification up, but they do have two field guns that are between the fortification and this line of rail fencing.
Shoot. They're singing down there. I don't know if you can hear it, but they're singing. Okay, here we go.
Keep watching, folks. Things are about to get hot. Remember, if you need any medical attention, there's a medical tent on the other side of the road here behind the crowd. It's a red tent. There's another one down where the food trucks are.
Commentary. Both fired at the same time.
They're training artillery fire. This time it's the British rebels' very limited supply of ammunition for their cannons. The extra supply was of the wrong caliber, so they don't have enough to keep a sustained fire for a long period of time. They have to be very selective with their shots. Hear more drumming in the British camp. That sounds like they're getting closer. Closer to starting their assault. We don't know yet how they're going to approach this fort. They're going to try to do a frontal assault, and they're going to try to go around the left flank, around the right flank. Maybe try to drive straight up the hill somewhere. How will they approach this? I see on the British left, closer to the crowd line, there's troops on the move now. Looks like they're heading into the open field.
Attention!
They can be a
Rest
They can be on the Americans in a matter of seconds. But there's an awful lot of things in their way that might prevent that. How are we going to approach this? I see 1 and 2 battalions.
Battalion! Prime and load! Musket safety men!
They're formed into a line in a fairly classical form of attack. How effective is this going to be?
Get them, boys!
British grenadiers and fusiliers with their tall fur caps. Oh, now here there's more troops. There's a big column of British troops now. Moving on the British left, right along the crowd line.
They just keep coming.
Oh, there's a lot of British soldiers down there. This could be a very bad day for the militia on the hilltop. These men are professionals. This is a force of career soldiers down here. 5, 10 years of experience in the army.
Firelocks! Men, we do
They're
not
presenting a
fire!
full battle line.
These stakes in the ground!
The
Hold
column
your
moves up
fire
and
till
one by
then!
one
Does everybody
companies move
understand?
into a line from the
As
column.
they cross those lines, we will unleash
Down
hell
in
on
the
His
crowd
Majesty's
line,
troops!
hear the commands, listen carefully.
Rise up!
To mount an assault effectively, it's critical to keep order among the men. You can't have small numbers getting right out in the front and numbers straggling behind. They have to keep all the troops working together. The musketry, smooth bore muskets individually, not particularly accurate, but if you fire volleys of musket fire, it can be devastating. They're still at a fairly long range. But that may be okay. Sometimes just concentrated volleys of musketry can dispirit an enemy. The Americans, the British know the Americans aren't professionals. They might not have the discipline to stand pat. Maybe just musket fire will be enough to make them legally break. There are a lot of British troops down there, folks. Even as a battle reenactment, and there, folks, you may never see so many in one place. These participants came from all over the Northeast for this event. There are people here from Virginia, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, all over New England.
Grenadiers.
All just to bring this show to you today. The British Grenadiers in their tall fur caps are now advancing right over the British right near the water. It looks like maybe they had intended to do a quick assault, but they see there's a lot of obstructions in front of them. They have to slow down. They have to put order in their ranks again. Remember, they can't go running forward if they can't all stay together. It won't be effective to just have 2 or 3 men get to the top of the hill. They have to all get up there at once. Oh, what I see here is a British Grenadier Battalion with their fur caps. It looks like 2 regiments of British regulars and a battalion of Marines are down there. They're forming a line of battle and trying to fill all the space all the way across this field. This means the Americans don't know where the main point of attack is going to come. Will a small part surge forward to the left or to the right? Will they all come up together? Where should the Americans concentrate their defenses? They don't know. The British have the advantage of a high level of training. They can change their formations, they can reposition and attack very quickly and efficiently. The Americans, it's a lot more difficult to stay organized, but they have the advantage of an earthwork in front of them, like defensive positions. There goes the Grenadier Battalion. There they go. They have to get through these spaces. That slows them way down. They ought to be charging forward, but they can't do it because of the obstructions. They have to go at a slower pace than they'd like. They have to stop and reform the ranks now. They can't let one part of the battalion get ahead of the other. Oh no, the Americans are taking advantage of this. The British aren't able to effect a charge. The way to unseat the Americans is to rush on them, but they can't go fast enough on this uneven ground, this rugged ground with all these things in the way. They've had to stop now. Oh wait, did they stop an attack? Or maybe it was only a feint this whole time. Maybe they're just trying to stay a little bit out of effective range here. They brought up another battalion to support them. Oh, here come the rest of the British troops now. Rather than just sending now the rest are coming up to support them. Are they going to try a frontal assault on a fortified position?
Italian!
Oh wait, there go the British light infantry way off by the shoreline. That's setting up some fast pace. Maybe this British in the middle, maybe this is just a feint. They're trying to distract the Americans in the center of the line while they send up the light infantry around a flanking attack. Is there a gap over there that the light infantry can get through?
Oh no!
Oh no! It looks like Colonel Stark's moving down the gap and they're ready to go up. The light infantry thought they could go around the front, but there's no gap there after all. Has hit the face of this British column. It's only 4 or 5 men wide. They can't return the same volume of fire. The light infantry are getting pushed back. That's it. It's going to take this whole British assault in the middle. It's just going to just so the infantry can pull on the flank. But there are too many Americans on that flank. The musket fire is too intense. That's it. The light infantry is falling back now. The whole British
That's Dr. Joseph Warren.
Doesn't seem to be working. What will the troops in the center do now if the flank assault doesn't work?
That gentleman, he's officer of all these
What are the
men.
light? Oh, there's the light infantry's in full retreat. They run into stiff resistance from that rail fence. They can't punch through. They're up to circle around. They're retiring in confusion. The British light infantry are retiring. Can the officers take control of the ground? The British strength is now turning into an assault flank attack failed, so the British center is just moving forward anyway. Over on the British right, Grenadiers in their front caps, trying to go after that rail fence, but there's a lot of things in their way. They can't move forward. The light infantry are trying to rally now. They're not out of the fight. They're being checked, but they're reforming the British rail. The Americans have gained confidence from having an earthwork to stay behind. They've realized that the British can't move quickly on them with their bayonets, and they can just shoot unopposed and be well protected by their earthworks. The British Grenadiers are starting to retire. They couldn't move against the rail fence. They've started to fall back. Oh no, the light infantry are trying to fire at long range, but they're firing from behind the Grenadiers. Well, the British Grenadiers would be from the front by the Americans, and they're getting random shots from behind from their own infantry. And the main British column has stalled, too. They can't get up that steep slope on the withering fire. They've had to stop. The Americans are gaining confidence and they're spending on that infantry. What is it charging? They're charging at the hill. Falling back, folks. They're taking a lot of casualties. Remember that professional soldiers, their officers are rallying the men now. They're getting into reform. They're forming up out of effective musket range. But it's been a pretty brutal assault so far. The light infantry are still trying to fire at long range, and they're even hitting some of their own men.
That's the infantry. We're shooting the grenadiers.
The Americans are still firing. The British are out of range. The Americans are still going through a lot of ammunition. Each of these men on the American side carry 20, 30 rounds of ammunition.
So what happens? Their muskets are getting hot. They got to cool down so they can. Now's the time to rehydrate. Huzzah! The horses are to stop deserters. So it doesn't look like we need to
The
desert.
officers of the British
As
side
of
are
yet.
in control now. They're being orderly retreat. They're regrouping. On the American side, the officers are trying to get control. There's still men firing, even though the British are well out of effective range. These young militia soldiers with limited training, it's hard to keep control of them now. The officers are trying to get them to conserve your ammunition. They're enthusiastic now. They've seen it. Maybe they can win this battle. Maybe they can hold this now. The British are pulling back to the shoreline. I have a feeling it's not over yet, though. They may be dispirited, but I don't think it's over. Stick around, everybody. There's a lot more to come. The British need to take this hill. They're not done yet. When you get a chance to see these reenactors up close, talk to them, ask them about where they're from, ask them about what they do. They'll be happy to show you their clothing, their equipment. Talk about what drives them to pursue this activity, put on this show for you today. Go down, visit the food trucks, visit the vendors. Remember, there's a medical tent at the bottom of the hill with the food trucks, another one just across the road. Challenge coins.
Okay, so folks, this needs to be the one. Now, originally when this happened, it started at 4 a.m. So this was going on for hours in the dark and then into the day. So this is a quick reprieve.
It's not over yet.
Like I said, come back. I'm going to do another live after a quick break. Cheers. Huzzah.